So as you're sort of building a team, obviously because of network, you started hiring first in Canada, which makes total sense. Also, it's cheaper to hire there. How do you sort of manage a remote office from the beginning?
It's hard.
Right.
It's a lot harder than I think any of us really expect it to be. You really have to be intentional with the type of remote model you are pursuing. So if the entire company is remote, it's very different in how you manage your building process, your documentation, your communication, as opposed to being partially remote.
Right.
So the way that it runs at Cover, sales and insurance is here, and then product and engineering is there. So we do have two complete, offices, and having teams partially remote, it doesn't work as well. So with each additional 10 people, maybe even less, you do have to continually revisit this hypothesis of remote to make sure that everybody has access to all the information they need. Are they being their best, most productive self, and then just retroing and changing it when things start to break.
Yeah, no, those are some key points that I want to touch on further. So I know Anand flies a lot to Toronto, like every time, at least 50% of the time I've met you guys, he's like, oh, I'm flying to Toronto, or I'm in Toronto, I'm going to fly back. Mm-hmm. You were there for a month or so yourself.
I've been there since February, actually. But I did come back just in time not to be there for the Eastern Conference Finals. Upset.
Okay. So I actually see like this. It's tricky to manage that kind of thing. What were some initial, like some examples of some challenges that you guys faced, and how did you figure out processes to cope?
Well, I think for my own team, I like to be very collaborative. There's nothing I think better than a good whiteboarding session. That's exceptionally hard to do with a conference call and a camera. Right. So initially, I was more so based here. I like being close to our sales team. They're the main touch points for our customers. Right. But then, when my role evolved more so into a people management type of role, it was critical that I be there. Communication has just been substantially better. It's better to get things solved more quickly. So that kind of was the trigger for me to now spend the majority of my time in Toronto, and then part of my time here.